Give me about 30 or 40 minutes of your time. We'll be good to go. I just wanted to follow up on something that Jerry said, where he said, well, Mom didn't really have much of a traumatic life, later in life, but I would disagree because I'm her son. So there are a few things that we had to deal with. But how do you know her as Mom? Joellen, Grandma Joe, Mama Joe, friend, confidant. We all know Joellen is one of these things as well as other things in our relationship with her. And so I asked a few people to share a couple of words that come to mind when thinking of her. Here's a compilation of them. Joy and faith. Liver and onions. Music and smiles. Georgia Boys barbecue. Prayer and worship. And Thanksgiving nachos. Forget this turkey stuff. Puzzles and knitting. Powdered milk. Color and family. Humility and gentleness. Max and Francisco. For those of you that don't know, that's a dog and a bird. Jesus and joy. Dedication and family. And I know that very well. Prayer warrior and her apple tree. Now, that's 4 words, but who's counting? Loving God and loving people. Each one of us can add even more to this list, and everyone who chimed in knows that most of my words revolved around plucky comic relief and my favorite subject and hobby, food. But what you don't know is what I've had to process in preparation for this celebration of my mom's life in order to add my final couple of words to the spectacular list of character traits that our beloved Joellen carried with her through life. I will not lie and say that it has been an easy process, nor has it lacked pain. This is something that I've had to struggle with, and I know that some of us throughout our lives with her, others in this room also may have contended with as well. Before I say what words I'm adding, I want to read to you Luke 10:38 through 42. As Jesus and his disciples were on their way, he came to a village where a woman named Martha opened her home to him. She had a sister called Mary who sat at the Lord's feet listening to what he said. But Martha, she was distracted by all the preparations that had to be made. She came to Jesus, the Lord, and asked, Lord, don't you even care that my sister has left me to do the work by myself? Tell her to help me. Martha, Martha, the Lord answered, you are worried and upset about many things, but few things are needed, or indeed only one. Mary has chosen what is better, and it will not be taken away from her. We all know Mom sat at the feet of Jesus. So, who do you and I take identity with in this scripture? I'll openly admit that until Mom passed, I have identified with Martha. Busy, maybe not listening. From being a husband to being a dad to running a business to volunteering and on, the list goes on. All while during this time for her life, Mom identified with Mary and simply sat at the feet of Jesus and listened to what he said. I would love to say that I came to terms with this years ago, but I did not. In fact, I originally said that I would not be sharing anything up here. because it was going to be too difficult. And I continued to have the same thoughts and discussions like Martha. Don't you know there are things on this earth that you should be doing instead of just trusting Jesus? Something? Anything? But no, Mom wanted to trust and listen to Jesus at his feet. And there have been moments of anger and resentment that I am doing so much to prepare my household. But in that, I miss the one thing that is better. This thing that my mom held on to more than anything else in the world, that she knew and was fully confident in that thing that she had chosen. Mom sat at the feet of Jesus. And for so many years, I questioned that and could not come to terms with this decision that she had made, and had no pretensions to hide or conceal this choice of sitting there. So here I am, up here acknowledging that I've had to have the Lord tell me that Mom chose what is the better thing. And why should I continue to be distracted by the one thing that she chose and I refuse to sit at the feet of Jesus and listen to what he said? And what will you choose from this day on? Will I continue to ask the Lord, don't you care? Could you just look at me and look at what I'm doing? Or can each one of us follow in the footsteps of Joellen, Mom, Grandma Joe, who is constant and contagious? I love you, Mom, and I appreciate the example that you set for me, for my siblings, for my kids, and for the generations that follow, and you will be known. I will love you and miss you until my place is with you where you are now at the feet of Jesus.